Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Hi friends, it's me Tricia. Thanks for joining me on Creative Unique Treasures, my channel. This is going to be another upcycling video. I have this shirt and it's a medium, a size medium. And it's real cute. It already has some embroidery on it. I purchased it with this already on it. And let me show you how cute it is up close. It has some cute flowers and leaves and on both sides. It's a real soft, lightweight flannel. The colors are teal, purple, beige. Let's see, teal, purple, and like a brownish gray. So I got my shirt, and I'm going to do some appliques, put some rose appliques on it. And so I got some cut out already. Got this one here. And this one here. And I already got this one sewn to a piece of lace. And this one's going to go into the back, on the back of the shirt. And so I'm going to show you the lace I have. It's from a curtain. And I'm going to keep this on there, and I'm not going to disturb this part of the curtain because I can do a ruffle around a shirt because this is already, you know, nicely done. So I don't want to disturb that, and I don't want to disturb the edges, around the edges, because it's pretty much finished. So I can always use that for a ruffle. But I am going to go into the middle of the curtain and just cut out a few pieces for my other appliques. So I'm just going to lay that on there. I don't need such a big piece. Better go up this way. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this on. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. I'm sorry about that. It's kind of a cloudy day in Michigan today. Today's March 12th, I'm sorry. So I got my pinking shears and I'm just going to cut around. Cut around like this. Get a piece. And then go to my sewing machine. Use white thread and a straight stitch, or you can do a zigzag if you'd like, but I find a straight stitch helps me to connect it to the lace. So I'm going to do that with the other applique. This one right here. I'm going to cut another piece of lace out. I'm going to take it to my machine and just do a straight stitch like I did with this one. I did a straight stitch using white thread for the shirt, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back and I got the appliques sewed on with the lace on the behind it. White threads and a straight stitch. And one's going to go there, and here's the other one. One's going to go on this side, and then this bigger one will go on the back. So I'm going to take it and go ahead and pin it on. Put it where I want it. This side has the buttons, so maybe I'll do a smaller one on this side. And I'll take my pins and I'll pin it on there where I want it, place it. That. And then this one I'm going to go down a little further, but not so far down that if I want to add a lace ruffle. I'm still in the process of thinking about that. So this one here, it's got more of a flat edge there. I think I'll cut the lace down a little bit here. I think I'll put that right there. Put a few pens in there. And I'll flip it over. And I'll place the larger one in the back. Now I can either go this way with it, going vertical, or I could go across. I think I kind of like it across. So I'm going to add a few pens there. I'm going to take this to my machine. I might do a zigzag or a straight stitch. I haven't decided yet. I think I probably will do both. I'll probably do a straight stitch along close to the edge, and then I'll do a zigzag going back and forth to connect it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll come back and show you. And then I think I'm going to add a lace ruffle at the bottom of the same lace here. So let's turn it over. And I might add a lace bottom. I might add a little rose maybe on the arm. I think that might be cute. So I'll come back and show you how far I got. Thanks for joining me. Hi friends, it's me Tricia. I got the shirt and I got the appliques added that I want to put on here. And I have the lace behind it and then the applique on top of it, and I sewed the applique to the piece of lace. So that makes it a lot easier when you're sewing this onto your shirt. Instead of going around all these little edges, all these, you know, the curves and everything. So it's better to, in my opinion, to put your applique on another piece of material and then sew that to this, and then you have a smaller piece of material going through your machine. Then once you have this already applied to the backing of your you know, lace. Or if you're not going to use a backing, then you would just, you know, do your applique. But I like the lace behind it. Excuse me. And then I take and I sew a straight edge, and then I do a zigzag connecting these two. So I have that applique there, and I have this one here. And I didn't like how they were across from each other. I should have kind of offset them. So I took and added a little bit more to this one, so it was better on your eye when you looked at it. So I added this rose up here a little bit. Now the next step I want to do, well, I'll show you the back. I did the back too. So I just added a big applique with a piece of lace on there, and I did a straight stitch and a zigzag connecting these two together all the way around. Then I did the applique to the piece of lace first, and then I put this on and pinned it on and stitched around. And I also added a little bit of zigzag inside on the rose, just because I was just having a little bit of fun. And then now I want to do a lace ruffle around. So I thought I'd come on here and show you. I was thinking about doing a 1-inch ruffle of lace right here and right here on this side. But I'll do the bottom ruffle and then see how it looks. But I think that would be really cute, in my opinion, if I did this. You know, kind of like added that to the bottom. Just a 1-inch little pleated ruffle that went across. So I'm thinking on that. And so with my ruffle along the bottom, I'm going to use the same lace. And I have it right here. And it's a curtain. Very soft. But it already has a 4-inch hem along the bottom. And it's double. What it is it's doubled. So it makes it a lot easier to sew with your machine because there's so many holes in the lace. So it's doubled, so that makes it a lot easier. Now to figure out my ruffle length, what you do is you measure all the way around your whole shirt, the circumference, and then you double it or triple it depending on how much you want to pleat and how much ruffle you want. And I want it to be not really ruffly, but I've done really ruffly and I've done not so pleated, you know. So I want to double it. You can triple it, your measurement. Say if your measurement around is 50, you would go 100 long. And then however tall you want it. I want mine 4 inches. So this works out very well. This is already kind of done for me. And if I need a little bit extra, I can just cut another piece. It would be 8 inches, and then I would fold it and then I would sew it together. So I hope I explained that okay. So what I'm going to do is I want my ruffle to be 4 inches, which is already there. And I want to cut approximately 1 more inch. Maybe 1.5 up high, or maybe 2. I think I'm going to go 2 inches higher. So then I can fold this over and double this, and then sew this together, and this is where I will attach and start pleating on my, I'll have this a little bit doubled, so it'll be like that, kind of like a sleeve, I guess, or I don't know what they call that on a curtain rod, but I call it a sleeve. So like if I have this much extra on the top, then I'll be able to pleat it to the shirt, and I'll have some stuff to, you know, to sew like this and go. I hope I explained that, you know. Okay, so I think you guys can catch on to what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 2 inches higher than the 4 inches, so that'll be, you know, approximately right there. And I'm going to cut this all along here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to eyeball it. Let me get this shirt out of the way here. Lay it down. Try to go straight. I'm kind of going up a little bit, but so I'll start coming down a little bit. Don't seem to be cutting totally straight today. But like I said, excuse me. I said I was gonna go ahead and double this. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll take this to my machine and I'll fold this over all the way down. And this will be a more durable, stronger thing to be able to pleat hem, I guess I would call it, to be able to pleat and put my ruffle on my shirt. And I don't, okay, I took my, I took the lace curtain and I made a little ruffle. Just I folded it, it's like 2 inches, and I folded it almost in half, and I doubled it up right here. And I'm going to take my shirt to my machine, and I'm gonna just sew this on. I'm gonna start at this edge right here, and I'm going to just tack it down, and then I'm going to pinch pleat it and make a little ruffle along here. I'll follow that right there, the border of the embroidery type, and just follow along, pinch pleat, and make a little ruffle. And we'll see how that turns out. I think it'll be real cute. So that one will go on there. I doubled up, it's 20 inches long. I doubled that up, and I'll do the same thing on this side of the top. And I'll do the same thing. So I'll do that, do a straight stitch with white thread, and then I have the ruffle made for the bottom of the shirt. And here that is. It's 4 inches tall by about 100 inches long. And I'll take that to my machine. And I'll take and start it out. Follow along here approximately 1 inch above the bottom of the shirt, and I'll start, and then I'll pinch pleat going in the same direction. Just follow it all the way around the shape of the shirt, and I'll come back and show you. Okay, I wanted to come back and show you I did the one side versus the other side. So I added the 1 inch little piece of lace that I created, and I pinch pleated it. And so there's that side, and here's the side how it was before. This side has no lace, so they both look pretty good. But I kind of like the little addition. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side and come back. Okay, I got the ruffle on both sides, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the ruffle along the bottom. And then this shirt should be pretty well done. I don't think I can add too much more to it. I think it's got enough going on. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to my machine and sew this along. Follow the bottom of the shirt, go an inch up all the way around. And I think it should be done. One thing I wanted to pass on is a little tip that I found a little bit easier for me to when I sew on my ruffles. I like to, I want to go 1 inch up. So I take my little, like that, my little ruler, my gauge, and I'm going to go along this and take my tailor's chalk and mark it 1 inch. And the tailor's chalk is, comes off. So just kind of like mark it so I can just follow along. The whole shirt, and as it curves, I can just go ahead bring it down a little bit there. As it curves around, I can take that and put that there and mark it with my tailor's chalk. So I can, when I get to my machine, I can just follow this line. And I won't get lost, and I won't start going, down further and then go back up. I'll just follow the line, and that really helps me a lot. The tailor's chalk you can get on Amazon. It's very handy. The next time, note to myself, I will get thicker because this crumbles very easily. Since it's so thin. So I'll go ahead and mark this all the way around 1 inch. And that just helps me out a lot in the placement of my ruffle. All right, the shirt's all done, everybody. This has turned out really cute. We put the appliques and the lace on there, and we put the lace up here. Added that. And then we did the bottom. Here's the bottom ruffle. That turned out really cute. And then here's the back. We put this applique with the lace behind it. And here's the back, the ruffle on the back. So that turned out really cute too. And I already had the embroidery, so that helped me out. So that that was already really pretty on there. But yeah, so there's another upcycling. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll be making some more shirts for the show that I'm involved in on May 3rd, 2025. And so I hope you come along and join me. And I want to thank you so much for subscribing and liking, and give me a comment. Let me know how you like this shirt. I love the colors. And I can't put it on there and model it for you because it's a size medium, and I'm a extra large. Maybe a 1X. I don't know if them are two. An extra large 1X is my size, so that I'm comfortable in modeling. But yeah, God bless you all, and I hope to see you on the next video.
Even if the sky is falling down.